Have you ever stopped to think about what would happen if the sun suddenly disappeared from the sky? It's an intriguing question that leads us to understand the indispensable role our star plays in sustaining life on our planet. Join me in this exploration as we discuss the immediate consequences of losing the sun's presence and the far-reaching implications for our planet and its inhabitants. If the sun disappeared, one of the most immediate and noticeable changes would be the sudden onset of darkness. For the first few minutes, everything would seem normal as the sunlight that had already reached Earth's atmosphere continued to illuminate the sky. However, after about 8 minutes and 20 seconds, which is the time it takes for sunlight to travel from the sun to Earth, we would begin to experience this strange phenomenon. As the last rays of sunlight fade away, the sky would turn a deep black, similar to the darkest night we've ever seen, revealing the brilliance of countless stars that populate our galaxy. Without the familiar light of the sun, our planet would plunge into darkness, changing the familiar landscape into something alien and eerie. But the consequences wouldn't end there. The disappearance of the sun would bring with it the loss of its gravitational pull. Normally, the sun's gravity keeps the planets in their orbits around it. But without this force, the Earth, along with the other planets in the solar system, would continue moving in a straight line into the vast expanse of space. Humanity would witness the universe in a whole new way as the familiar constellations shifted in the sky, giving way to new and unfamiliar celestial bodies. Another dramatic change would be the sudden drop in temperature across the globe. The sun is the primary source of energy for our planet. Its light and warmth drive our weather patterns and climate. Without these, Earth's average temperature would plummet rapidly. Within a week, the average global temperature would drop to approximately -18 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Within a year, the planet could reach a frigid -73 degrees Celsius or -100 degrees Fahrenheit. Such a drastic drop in temperature would cause major disruptions in weather patterns. The oceans would begin to freeze from the surface down, forming thick layers of ice that would cover vast stretches of the Earth's surface. The frozen water could extend hundreds of meters into the sea, completely changing the geography of our planet. And many regions that were once habitable would become frozen wastelands. These extreme temperatures would have devastating effects on all forms of life on Earth. Most plants and animals would struggle to survive in such harsh conditions. Only some microbes and organisms living near deep-sea vents might persist. However, even they would face significant challenges in adapting to the drastic change in sunlight and temperature. For humans, the disappearance of the sun would pose an existential threat. Our bodies are adapted to the warmth of the sun and the cycle of day and night. A lack of sunlight would lead to severe vitamin D deficiency, causing widespread health issues. We would need to take drastic measures to try to maintain a habitable environment. Artificial heating systems would be pushed to their limits, but even so, it's unlikely they could keep pace with the rapid temperature drop. In addition to the cold, the absence of the sun's gravity would also cause significant changes in the Earth's atmosphere and hydrosphere. Without the sun's gravitational pull, atmospheric gases such as hydrogen and helium might escape into space, altering the composition of our atmosphere and reducing its ability to retain heat. Furthermore, the oceans would no longer be held back by the sun's gravity and could recede significantly, drastically changing coastlines and potentially causing massive tidal waves. All these changes would occur within days, leading to a dramatic reshaping of our planet. The impact on Earth's crust would be equally profound. The sun's gravitational pull plays a role in balancing the Earth's crust, helping to maintain stability and mitigate natural disasters. Without the sun, this balance would be disrupted, leading to an increase in seismic activity. The Earth's crust could tremble with earthquakes of unprecedented magnitude. Volcanic activity might also increase due to the sudden change in gravitational forces. These natural disasters would add another layer of complexity to the challenges humanity would face in trying to survive on a sunless Earth. Now let's delve into the psychological effects of living in a world without the sun. Humans have evolved over millions of years under the light of our star. The cycle of day and night influences our biological rhythms, affecting sleep patterns, metabolism, and mood. Without the sun, this cycle would cease to exist, throwing our internal clocks into chaos. We would experience extended periods of darkness, potentially leading to widespread depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. The absence of sunlight could also disrupt the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep, leading to insomnia and other sleep disorders. Furthermore, the sudden shift to darkness could trigger panic and social unrest. People might struggle to cope with the psychological effects of living in perpetual darkness. Some might attempt to recreate natural light through artificial means, while others might withdraw into themselves, unable to cope with the drastic change. The absence of the sun would not only change our planet's physical landscape, but also the very fabric of our society, pushing humans to their limits to adapt to such a drastic change in their environment. As we reflect on the potential consequences of the sun's disappearance, we realize the profound impact our star has on every aspect of life on Earth. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance that allows life to thrive on our planet. Now, let's discuss the role of the sun in the sustenance of life on Earth. The sun is the ultimate source of energy. For most life on Earth, through the process of photosynthesis, plants convert sunlight into chemical energy, which is stored in their tissues. This energy is then passed on to animals when they consume plants. The sun's energy also drives our weather and climate patterns, creating the conditions necessary for life to flourish. Without sunlight, the Earth's surface temperature would plummet, leading to a frozen planet incapable of supporting life as we know it. Furthermore, the sun's radiation is essential for the production of vitamin D, which is vital for human health. A lack of vitamin D could lead to widespread health issues and potentially mass extinction. The sun's disappearance would also have far-reaching consequences for Earth's climate. As I previously mentioned, the sun is the primary driver of our planet's weather and climate patterns. Its energy is responsible for the circulation of air masses and the distribution of heat around the globe. Without the sun, these patterns would cease to exist, leading to catastrophic consequences. Global temperatures would plummet, causing widespread freezing and disrupting delicate ecological balances. Weather events such as rain, snow, and wind patterns would likely cease, leading to a lack of precipitation and extreme dryness in many regions. The absence of sunlight would also disrupt ocean currents, which are driven in part by solar energy. These currents play a vital role in regulating global climate patterns, and their disruption could lead to further climate chaos. The disappearance of the sun would also have significant impacts on the Earth's biosphere. As I discussed earlier, the sun is the ultimate source of energy for most life on Earth. Its energy drives photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into chemical energy. Without sunlight, photosynthesis would cease, leading to the collapse of food chains and ecosystems. Plants would die, leading to the extinction of herbivores that depend on them for food. Carnivores would also perish as they would have no prey to consume. This collapse of the food chain would have devastating consequences for life on Earth. Humans, like all other organisms, rely on the energy from the sun to survive. Without sunlight, our planet would become a frozen desert, devoid of life as we know it. While the complete disappearance of the sun is a highly unlikely event, contemplating such a scenario allows us to appreciate the fragility and preciousness of life on Earth. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance of factors that allow our planet to support life and reminds us of the importance of protecting and preserving our natural world. We invite you to continue exploring our content, where you'll find more videos on astronomy and the mysteries of the universe. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep looking up and embracing the wonders of the cosmos.